If you've been nervous about answering interview questions like, tell me about yourself, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Why is there a gap on your resume? Then this video is for you. In this class, I walk 4 real participants through mock interviews and provide on-the-spot coaching to help them to become more comfortable, confident, and prepared for the interview. See exactly how I guide people through answering tough questions, reframing their stories, and adding value. Let's jump into the video. So, who wants to go first? I love this part of the class.
If you're gonna ask questions.
Oh yeah, I'm finna pretend. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pretend like I'm calling you, and I'm gonna give you a fictitious name. So your name today is Jill. Is your real name Jill?
No,
Okay, good. Okay. So we're gonna give. I'm gonna give a. I'm gonna call you Jill, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna call. I'm gonna call you and talk to you and interview you about a position. All right. And the reason why I do this exercise is I want you to become more comfortable with it. That's why I'm doing it. Okay. So you ready, Jill? All right. Ring, 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 ring.
hello, this is Jill. Thank you for calling.
Hi, Jill. This is Dion. I am calling you about the position. We got your resume, and is now a good time to talk?
Yes, it is.
All right. Jill, do me a favor. I know we got your resume, but tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, let's see. Now I'm 55 years old. I am the mother of 3. They're all adults. Um, I I was married for 20 years. I have lots of daytime to spare. Um, I enjoy people. I enjoy meeting people. I function well with people. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
problem solver.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm good at theft prevention.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Now, Jill, tell me a little bit about give me a strength and give me a weakness that you have.
A strength is I'm a good greeter, and a weakness is I would say let's see, a weakness. Give me one sec. Let's see. A weakness is I let people get away with doing things,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't say anything to them about their, you know, fault that I feel is a fault.
Okay.
And then I just let the anger build up on me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I like tell the supervisor
Mm-hmm. Okay.
when I should just bring the problem up front. You know, as soon
Mm-hmm.
as it begins to happen.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The next question that I have for you, Jill, is because this is customer service based, there will be metrics that are associated with the position. Can you tell me of a time that, have you always met metrics? Do you struggle with metrics? Can you tell me how you are as it relates to metrics for customer service? And if that's nothing you haven't done, then you can just let me know. I can come up with something else.
Well, can you explain metrics to me? I'm sorry about
Not a problem. So, with this job, because it's customer service, we're going to look for you to handle 10 calls per hour over the course of the day. So, have you had a job where you've had to handle calls per hour?
that. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How did you do with those metrics?
I always met the standard. I was above standard with the metrics of calls, you know, receiving calls and calling people back.
Hmm. Okay, that's great. My last question for you is around overtime. Now, there are times in which we have mandatory overtime. Can you tell me what your expectations are around overtime? Are you able to do it, unable to do it?
Well, I can do overtime 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, sometimes on Saturday, but I prefer not to do overtime or work it out on Sunday because I have church.
Okay, all right. Well, you know what, Jill? I thank you for this interview. We're going to move you to the next level, and then so and so is going to give you a call next week. I'm saying so and so because I couldn't come up with a name that fast. And then we'll go from there. Any questions that you have for me?
No, ma'am, but thank you for calling.
Not a problem. Look for a call for us sometime next week.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
All right, cool beans. All right. So right before you walked in, we were talking about the portion of your call whenever they say, tell me a little bit about yourself. When you get into that portion of it, we had talked about leaving it as business.
Okay.
Don't tell them nothing about your age. Don't tell them nothing about your kids. Don't tell them nothing about because if you tell them you have free time, if you tell them to have free time, they're going to call you, oh, Jill's free.
Okay.
That's what they're going to say. Oh, Jill says she's got plenty of time. Do you see what I'm saying? Leave it business. Take it and flip it and use that. I love how you called out a skill. And I'm trying to remember what you said.
Theft prevention.
You said theft prevention. You said one more. That's where I would go.
Okay, do it like that. Okay.
I'm a people person. I enjoy working with clients. I enjoy working with clients. You know, I'm able to handle my own conflict management. Yes.
Profession.
Keep it professional. And then what I would do is take the positions, the keywords for that position, and that's what I would use.
Thank you.
But I like it.
But just keep it professional.
I keep it professional.
And not go into my life.
No. No. And then when you get through with your answer, you through with your answer.
Don't try to
yeah, because they're gonna be quiet as long as you talk.
So
yeah, they're gonna be quiet.
Like one or two things.
Yeah. Oh, this is to answer the question. Tell me about the metrics. I exceed the expectations when it comes to metrics. You know, before they were asking for 10 calls an hour, I was doing 15 to 20 calls an hour. But that's because I knew what I needed to talk to, you know, with each customer. And I'm done. I'm gonna be quiet until you start talking.
Okay, I got you.
Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. And just leave it like that with them. Thank you.
Thank you. I needed that.
Yeah.
Because I'm just talking to you because when I'm at an interview, when I'm being interviewed, I see now that's a fault that I'm making. I keep going, you know, through their side. So just say like one or two.
Say what you answer that question and be done with it. You ain't got to elaborate any more than that unless they ask you for an elaboration. Okay. Now, if they ask you to elaborate, oh, okay, not a problem. But if you don't, I'm going to give you that answer. I'm going to keep it moving. And that's where a lot of people get tripped up. That's why I say take these interview questions and I mean that. Because now when someone asks you that, sometimes when you're in an interview, and I'm going to speak for myself. Before when I would interview, and they would ask me a question, I'd tighten up, get a little nervous. And I'm like, oh my God. But what I realized when I practiced that answer before I got on the call, I was like, oh, I'm ready for that one. So and so and so and so and so. It flowed like water. Well, Dion, what about this? So and so and so and so and so.
And so and so.
Yeah. And I'm more comfortable. And even when I'm more comfortable, that displays when I'm talking to you. You see me on camera and I'm comfortable. We're in person and I'm comfortable. And they're like, okay, she can do this. Yes, she can. But if you're uptight and nervous, that's what somebody said the other day on LinkedIn, and I responded to it. The lady said she had interviewed somebody. She said, and the lady was nervous throughout the whole interview, couldn't hardly answer a question. But she said she took a chance on this lady and hired her. She said she was the best performer in the world.
Well, at that point, couldn't she just like say, well, let me interview another day?
She could have. Now, had it been me, I would have made the lady relax first. Yeah. I would have talked to her like, what do you like to do? Do you like to fish? The last time I went fishing, da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, and just kind of relax a little bit. You know, and then say, look, it's just me and it's just you. We're just having a conversation. That's all this is. So you just talk to me like you talk to your friend. And we just talk about it that way. And then what I do is I take out the rigor of the interview question and I make it a conversation. Everybody can't do that. So that's why I said at the beginning, understand who you're talking to when you're doing these interviews. Because based on how whoever you're talking to, then you know how to answer. Who's second?
Yes, I'll be sick.
Come on, let's go down the line. We're gonna call you Jane. We staying with the J's today.
Okay, Jane. All right.
You Jane. You ready, Jane?
Yes, Miss Dion.
All right. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, may I speak with Jane?
This is she.
Jane, this is Dion calling you about the position that you applied for. Is now a good time to talk to you?
Ma'am.
Great, great, great. Well, let's dive right on into it. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Jane.
Well, Miss Dion, I am a people person. I am outgoing and creative, and I'm really looking forward to this marketing position that you're inquiring about. Uh, I am a team leader, and in my previous job, that's what I was. Um, I manage my own territory, so I'm good with like meeting people and organization and self starter, and I believe I'm a go getter. So
Okay, okay, okay. Then, Jane, tell me a little bit about give me a strength and give me a weakness for you.
my strength is that in being a go getter, I like to get things done and get it taken care of, and to the best of my ability. My weakness is that it might take time, and I might go over and beyond in order to get that done. And sometimes it may interfere with the time schedule
Like overtime, is that what you mean? Okay.
or spending more time for that particular project that might interfere with my time management.
Okay. Okay. Jane, how do you handle conflict?
The best way I could say is that I listen and have them to present what the problem is, and then I listen, and then I try to work with the person in order to resolve um, with steps. I see that there's a problem with my time management. Okay, so um, what I am going to do is to set a schedule so that I can stay on time management and
Mhm.
work out each particular situation if time allows me, or set a time in order to do that particular thing. If it takes more than that,
Mhm.
then I will come back to it or reschedule it so that
Keep talking.
we can address the issue and take care of that, and then we can go from there. And then I can also check in to make sure that is handling the situation,
Mhm.
and to see if that provides the positive impact that we want to have for that situation, and solve the conflict. If it doesn't, then I can address it with someone else or get some advice from others.
Okay.
Also, I can get the person's opinion on what they feel needs to be done in order
Mhm.
to solve the situation.
Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. My last question for you today. Can you tell me a little bit about what you know about our company?
Oh, well, what I have read about your company is it's the number one leading marketing firm there is. Um, I've been interested in what y'all have to offer with your products because you're inside sales and outside sales. So I enjoy that, and you also give back to the community and the environment. What I've read on Indeed is wonderful. A lot of people give you rave reviews.
Got it. Got it. Great, great, great. All right. Well, I am going to go ahead and move you up to the next level of interviews. And no, not a problem. Look forward to a call from someone in our office, probably sometime next week. Does that work for you?
Yes, is it a particular name of the person else?
Yes. It should be Bill or John. Both are hiring for this particular role, but I don't know which one's going to give you a call back, but it will be one of them.
All right, thank you. I look forward to hearing from him, and it's been an honor to talk to you today and
Thank you.
to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Have a good day. Bye bye. You good. You good. You good. You good. You good. All right. So here we go. So with the intro of telling me about yourself, you kept it business. Okay. What do you think you could change in the interview?
Um, have some key points, you know, just boom, 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 compared to, well, elaborating as I
Yeah.
did.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. With that, because you're talking about the conflict was one word, well, two words: prioritize day. That's how you do it. That's how you handle the conflict. You prioritize your day. I rank everything because that's what you were saying.
But I was just,
I rank, yeah. You prioritize. I prioritize my day, and that's why I said when you practice these answers, then you'll identify that yourself. You're like, how can I say that easier? I prioritize my day, and I rank it, and that's how I manage conflict. Whatever's got the most priority, that's what I attack first. Now, I do look at it, for the time management piece, what I do, because I rank them, then I understand that because of the priority, there may be some task I have to take care of another day, but that's fine because the priority is lower, right? With the inside and outside sales part, if she's asking you something like that and you see that there are, like, we'll just say, for example, you're applying for an inside sales job, but you know that they have outside sales job, which we all know normally pays more. I applied for this job too because even though this is an inside sales position, I know that there are outside sales positions, so it shows me that there's growth and development within this organization. That's why I applied. Right?
okay, so say your company allows for a lot of growth
Yeah.
because you offer inside and outside
Yeah.
sales
Yeah.
and different marketing positions. And
Yeah. When you look at that job posting and you look at the company that's hiring and you see where they are, they may be even located in other areas. They may be more than just Texas. Oh, I see that you have an office in California. I see that there's growth and development opportunities in California. Right? So you use what you read for your benefit. That's what I'm trying to say with that. You good with that? And forgive me, I had to write it down because otherwise I would have forgot. I came prepared, Eric. I brought my own stuff. All right. Who else wants to do a mock interview? Come on. So we got Jill, Jane.
Joni.
Come on, Joni. We know his name is going to be Jack, right? We already know that. Get ready, Jack. We stand with the J's today. Okay, so you ready, Joni? All right, here we go. What position you want to apply for? What have you been applying for? All right, then that's where I'm going to go.
So let's go with management so she can get.
I thought about team lead, but I'm tired of thinking about it. I gotta get through that.
This will be a good.
Team lead is a good one.
Team lead, but I'm tired of thinking. I gotta get past it though.
Mm-hmm. Team lead's good.
I want development and growth,
Mm-hmm.
but I become that party thinking about the comfort and
Yeah.
I only have to manage the application.
Mhm.
I don't have to manage the new skill set. Not that I want to get there, but I just gotta get there.
I'm going to give you a phrase, and I've said this in other classes, and it's one that I created. Refuse to swim in the pool of mediocrity.
Okay.
Mediocrity is regular. Mediocrity is average. And no one sitting in this class today is mediocre, nor are you average. So when you believe that you're beyond mediocre, then that's when you stop swimming in that pool. Okay? Expect more, believe more, walk into more. Right? All right. Your name again is Joni. All right. So we going customer service or we going team lead?
Uh, either one you choose.
I'm gonna go team lead. Ring, ring, ring. May I speak? Oh, you got to say hello. May I speak with Joni?
This is Joni.
Hey, Joni, this is Dion. How are you?
Hello, Dion. I'm fine. How are you?
I am great. I got your application and I got your resume here in front of me. Is now a good time to talk to you?
Yes, it's a good time.
Great, great. Well, thank you for applying for the team lead position over here. Before we get started, can you tell me just a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, you already know my name, Joni, and I'm from Dallas. I was intrigued about the position. It sounded very interesting. And this whole time I'm thinking, oh, yeah, this is growth. This is going to be a good challenge. And so there you go. I applied for this job.
Got it, got it. All right. Joni, tell me a little bit about your strengths and your weaknesses.
My strengths have been enjoying working with people, enjoying teaching, uh, um, willing to learn, enjoying the experience of engaging with others. I need to work on as far as a strength, as far as a weakness. I need to work on my goals. Almost that thought of seeing ahead.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. Tell me about, have you, in this leadership role, can you tell me how many people you've managed previously?
Well, I've not managed previously, but I've been a good teammate, and I've always been willing to help my coworkers or help customers. It's not, I would say, a lead in giving some advice or giving some information or helping with the task.
How do you expect to transition from your current role into a leadership role?
One, willing to accept the responsibility of learning more and transitioning with those same tasks of assisting with learning and educating and training.
Okay. My last question for you today is, if given an opportunity to have this position, how would you impact the team within the first 30 days?
Remaining positive, having that individual to go the extra mile, remaining remaining a motivator.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to move you over to the next level. And then from there, what we'll do is have Samantha give you a call back. And that'll be sometime next week. Does that work for you?
That works for me.
Okay. Thank you.
Was it good to ask who's gonna be interviewing you for the next?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's a good way. Because you want to know who to expect the call from.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like I've been getting all these spam calls and I've been.
Yeah, you want to know. You want to know. Yeah, you want to know. Yeah, you want to know. You want to know who's calling you. Tell me how you felt with that.
I felt okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably scrubbing a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I like the strengths. I like the weaknesses. When you get ready to really and truly apply for a totally different role, a role that you have not had before, go in and really think through, what does that position expect? What do they do? If you haven't done it by title, indicate that you've done it without the title. You know, when she asked you, have you managed people before? To have the title as a team lead, to have the title, and then you can put whatever the title is. I have not held the title. However, in the absence of my manager or, while my manager's on vacation, these are the things in which I've done. Because there are times in which your manager's out, but they're asking you to step in their place. They may ask you to step in and go to some meetings. They may ask you to help provide the metrics for the team. So there's a lot of different ways in which your leader may ask you to help them. So without that formal title, you've done some of the job. You just didn't have the title.
Say assisted, like I have assisted my team, even though I had that position, I assisted my team on, scheduling and
Yeah.
all this stuff. And then also I've heard people say, how you manage your household. No, I haven't been a team leader, but I'm a team leader in my home because I manage my 4 kids and they've gone, college to this. I mean, they just,
It's a manage.
yeah, you just put those little corners in, in my community, or I manage at the church.
This one right here is on it today.
That's the thing. And I'm an interviewer, I probably can't take nothing, but I'm just saying.
That's where the practice comes in.
Yeah.
That's where the practice comes in.
You could use other community stuff that you've done, from your home, your
Exactly.
community to whatever, even though it's not, that's still work.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. So are you more comfortable with it at this point too?
Transitional skills.
Transferable. Transferable. That's where those transferable skills come in. Even though you may not have had the title, you've done the job. So that's where you talk about the transferable skills. I'm loving it. Yeah, you did.
Even though,
Yeah.
because we've been together, and I could tell you were nervous, but I feel like and then you answered, so that's really
Yeah.
good.
Give your answers with confidence. Give your answers with confidence. Give them with confidence.
Jack.
Yes, Jack. Jack, you have been quiet. These ladies have just taken this conversation and just have. Jack, let me first of all, before we do your interview today, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I was interviewing for a customer service technical support role.
Okay.
What do we do next?
Your background,
Okay.
have you had background in technical support?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay. Go ahead.
Part-time, full-time role, just in general. It's a networking here, because I might have some leads in my head.
Yeah, right now I'm working part-time for Chase Bank, and a lot of it is weekend project work.
Oh, I love it.
So we take things away, make remodeling desks and carpet cleaning, and I put them back and I'll have to work Sunday afternoon.
So it's mostly physical, but you do some, technical
You have a technical background.
supporting cleaning and
Yeah, there's other break fix projects where the hard drives go bad and we replace them.
Wait a minute. You technical. Hold up. Is this your resume?
Yes,
May I?
sure.
Or did you introduce yourself to him?
Not yet. Not yet. I'm. C++, really? There's a plethora. Before I even dive into a mock interview with you, looking at what you have a plethora of skills. You have so many skills, sir.
All right, find me a startup.
Well, I mean, you're laughing, but yeah. You have so many skills. There are so many things. There are several different, let me make a note. There are several different notes. There are several different, hold on just a second. Yeah, hold on just a second. All right. So, Erica, when I get back home, I'm going to put together a list of people for you. You and I work kind of in the same veins. I was a previous project manager, safe, scale, agile, all that runs together when it comes to what you do. Let me put together a list, send it to you. You can send it to Jack. Because there's just a lot of different IT type positions. If that's your desire, that's just what jumped off your resume to me, is if I'm just being totally transparent with you right now. So let me first of all see if that's a desire that you have, because I'm trying to push you in a door that you may not even want to go in.
Well, let's see, I've had the headaches, I maybe want less headaches.
Okay. Okay. Well, you can do it however, right? There are some that are less aggressive as it relates to your time in your skills. So you can pick from that, but can I at least put a list together and send it to you? Okay. All right. What are we applying for today, Jack?
Um, Customer service tech support.
Oh, that's easy. I don't know why you're not with Apple or somebody. All right, well, come on. I'm already giving Jack a job over here. And y'all forgive me, but that just hit me when I saw his resume. I had to do something. All right, ring, ring, ring.
Hello, this is Scott. Jack.
Hey, Jack, it's Dion. I'm calling you because I received your resume. Is now a good time to talk to you?
Yeah, great.
Great, great. So it looks like you applied for this customer service IT support role. And before we dive into those questions, can you do me a favor and tell me a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Trying to figure out how far to go back. Um, I've worked as an individual contributor and as a project leader. I managed 3 technicians at one point.
When you're done, you can just say that's it.
We've done small projects, but a big project, a team of 5 people, we upgraded 4,000 computers at American Airlines at the airport. It took us over a year, but we did that.
Got my eyes bugged. Okay, well, cool, 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 cool. All right, well, Jack, do me a favor. Tell me one of your strengths and tell me one of your weaknesses.
Strengths. I like to solve problems. I try to keep my knowledge up to date by attending meetup groups, hear speakers present new ideas, new subjects, learning the AI things that are coming up. Weaknesses, sometimes I spend too much time as a perfectionist trying to solve a problem, and there's a time when you have to release it and say it's ready for production. Let it go. Move on to the next problem.
Okay. So because you went there and I understand exactly what you just said, my next question is going to be somewhat technical. So when you are doing your, I'm going to call it sanity testing, do you have a time frame that's ideal to you as to what that timeline looks like?
It really depends, but considering we do weekly reports, I try to get that project done within at least time.
Just out of curiosity, are you guys running the projects that you've ran before, are they traditional projects or are they ran from an agile perspective?
We did waterfall.
Yeah, that's traditional. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Do you know anything about agile?
No, I have not worked in that
In that,
project management aspect.
perfect. All right. One last question for you. If given the opportunity to take on this job, how quickly can you start?
I'm available as soon as training happens.
Got it. Got it. Okay, not a problem. We will have time follow back up with you sometime next week. Would that be okay with you?
That'd be great.
Okay, not a problem.
Thank you for your time.
Not a problem. The reason I ask you the questions in which I ask, because from a technology perspective, a lot of the companies now are coming out of the waterfall framework. They're not using that as much because with waterfall, what happens is, you deliver the product at the very end. You start the project at the beginning and you keep working it, and you deliver the product at the end. The difference between that and Agile is Agile takes that same project, but now they cut it up into slithers. So now when I deliver you a portion of the project, you can tell me that's what I want, or you can tell me that's not what I want. I can make changes. So that when I deliver to you at the end, the very final product, I'm delivering you a product that you ask me for in its totality. It's not hard and it's very easy.
My piece of the work.
Your piece of the work. Your piece of the work. And I know that because I'm SPC certified. Right? So when you started talking technology and delivery and all this other stuff, he took me to a whole nother box. But that would be probably what you're going to see once you start working back into that customer service IT environment. Even if it's support, or even if they pull you into any type of development and coding, or even an architect. I don't know if you, with C++, that just threw my mind. But at any rate, they may use your skill set for something different. Even though what I'm trying to tell you in so many words, apply for the customer service, IT support, but don't be surprised because of your resume if they pull you somewhere else. And when they pull you somewhere else, the way in which that work will happen is it's cut up in smaller pieces. Okay? Same type of work. I mean, you're still coding, you're still developing, but you're just delivering the overall product in smaller pieces.
My portion.
Ms. Dion, should he apply for, can you give him some titles or some?
Well, I mean, his customer service for IT support is different than just being in the queue. Yeah, his would be more technical. Am I right or am I wrong?
It
Could be.
C-level support of their computer systems.
Yeah. So it's different. It's more technical.
Could you word it like more technology, computer support?
The position is going to say that. So he's going to, when he applies for the position, it's going to let him know that it's a technical type position, right? From what he's looking at. And so he can just go ahead and do it. I'm just saying he's got some skill set that they may ask for some other stuff. And I'm 5 minutes over. Erica, can I have 5 more minutes? Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. Do y'all have a few more minutes? I know this is supposed to end at 12, but I want to go over salary. Now, was that helpful for you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I just see, I know you're saying you want to kind of chill and lay back, but you have a lot. Just saying, Jack. Scott Jack. Go home and tell your folks your name has officially been changed. But the purpose of, like I said, the purpose of doing these mock interviews is to get you relaxed and to be able to answer the questions. But even more than that, to practice really and truly your answers, because you want to come off as, oh my God, I got to have her. Or, oh my gosh, I got to have him on my team. Don't hem and haw about it. If you want to tell them, I'm excellent at yada, tell them I am excellent at so-and-so. If they have a system that's listed on the job posting that you're familiar with, oh, I've worked with that system. I know that system. I'm accustomed with that. That would be an easy, that's an easy thing for me to work with. No problem. Be confident about it. Because you want to show yourself better than anybody else that's applying for that position. Right?